Gonna come in and miss weight like that, you better fucking go out there and shine. And you're a lot bigger than that guy in there. You can go in there and bully him, let your hands go. And I thought Jesse Hart was disappointing as well. You know, when you get a build-up like that, you're sort of waiting in anticipation for a great fight, and you know, it didn't deliver, and that's disappointing.
This is one of the times that I had to actually learn that I'm not the best. Like, I gotta.
Leak video shows Shakur Stevenson getting knocked out in sparring just days before facing Teofimo Lopez Jr. If he can't handle sparring rounds, how is he supposed to survive the intensity of a real fight against a power puncher like Teofimo Lopez Jr.? It raises serious doubts about his readiness.
Shoot the front end and the back end.
Me right now, like, so I gets in the ring and man, this dude got to beating me up. Like, we only sparred, I think 2 or 3 rounds. It was 4-minute rounds, man. This dude beat me up so bad. I swear to God, that was the worst ass whooping I ever had as a fighter. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I went home that day, like, I just could not believe what happened. Like,
Teofimo Lopez Sr. is making it clear that his son's style is untouchable, and Shakur Stevenson's recent sparring knockout proves he's not ready. If Shakur can't survive controlled rounds in training, how will he handle the pressure and power of Teofimo Lopez Jr. in the ring? Confidence and timing are everything, and the Lopez camp is fully prepared to expose him.
Nobody could beat my son. Our style is untouchable, you know, so I'm not even, man, this is his moment. You know, he's never scared. He goes in there to have a good time. I mean, this is what he lives for, you know, and when you go in with that confidence, ain't nobody on the planet could take you. And we don't have to worry about going up in weight, you know, because we're carrying that punch. You know, the other people have to. You know, we already showed it at 135. I think it's time for us to move up. Let's see what happens, you know, but we're here to stay. Obviously,
Teofimo Lopez Jr. is sending a crystal-clear warning that Shakur Stevenson isn't ready for the heat of this fight. If he struggled in sparring, surviving just a few rounds, how will he handle Teofimo's power and precision under the bright lights? The Lopez camp is confident and fully aware of Shakur's weaknesses. Every word from Teofimo Jr. screams dominance, and it's obvious that he's expecting to expose Shakur completely come fight night.
The test with me, I don't think we have seen Shakur face anyone higher than who he's gonna face next, and that's of me. So, you know, I definitely, you know, commend him at least for stepping up to the plate. But I think it's time. I think it's really that time for him to.
Shakur Stevenson talks about creating the fight, but his words can't hide the cracks. If he was knocked out in sparring just days before, this confidence feels hollow. Teofimo Lopez Jr. has proven himself against bigger challenges, and his camp is ruthless. Fans will remember the sparring footage, and it makes Shakur's claims sound more like wishful thinking. Talking about resumes won't protect him when he faces someone who can end the fight the moment he makes a mistake.
I made this fight happen because I know Teo is one of the guys at 140. He got a big resume, big accomplishments. And I know there's going to be some doubt with people and fans when I go fight this guy. It's going to be people that really believe that this guy's going to beat me. I'm not on the level that I think I am and I say I am. So I made this fight for that reason. That was my competitive edge kind of kicked in when I wanted to make this fight.
Derek Chisora tries to explain sparring knockouts, but for Shakur Stevenson this footage is damaging. Teofimo Lopez Jr. is a real fight machine, and being floored in training reveals glaring vulnerabilities. Learning from mistakes is one thing, but facing someone like Teofimo who has unmatched speed and power leaves little room for error. This sparring KO makes it clear that Shakur has work to do, and the Lopez camp knows exactly how to exploit any hesitation.
It's only different. Sparring, you're there to learn. So the guy you knocked out in sparring, he's understand, okay, I did this silly move, that's how I got knocked out. So I'm gonna have to stop doing these silly moves so I don't get knocked out.
Shakur Stevenson tries to compare styles and downplay Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s threat, but the sparring KO tells a different story. If he struggled against simulated pressure, facing Teofimo in the ring is a whole other level. Zapito's style is nothing like the aggression and tactical precision of Teofimo, and Shakur's bravado can't mask the reality. Teofimo's camp will exploit every weakness, and come fight night, Shakur's preparation and toughness will be put to the ultimate test.
Come fight night, we'll figure out whether he's better than Zepeda or more of a challenge than Zepeda. I know Zepeda's style.
Don't try me.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro, like, you ain't fight a fighter with that kind of style yet to know, like, whether he's, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Don't try me.
You bring a different style to the table, brother.
Shakur Stevenson's dedication is undeniable, but dedication alone won't erase the fact that he was floored in sparring against Teofimo Lopez Jr. Gym work is important, but it doesn't simulate the intensity and power Teofimo brings. Hearn praises Shakur's commitment, yet the video leak shows raw vulnerability that no amount of training can hide. Come fight night, it will be his skills under pressure that matter, and the Lopez camp is ready to capitalize on every opening Shakur gives.
Brilliant at that because, one, he wants top sparring, but two, he gives his time as well because he's a gym rat, he's a boxing lunatic.
Abel Sanchez points out that distance is Shakur Stevenson's key, but the sparring KO shows he struggles when forced into real pressure. Teofimo Lopez Jr. is exactly the type of fighter who will lure him out and punish any hesitation. While Shakur has speed and skill, getting floored in training exposes cracks in timing and reaction under real stress. Teofimo's experience and calculated aggression will make every inch of the ring dangerous for Stevenson. Even with a perfect plan, Shakur will have to avoid serious mistakes, because Lopez is ready to capitalize instantly on any slip.
Shakur's a great talent, and Teofimo looked great in his last fight. Of course, he didn't have Shakur in front of him, but I think that for Shakur, he has to keep the fight at his distance. If he does that, I think it's a win for him. Teofimo, he's more, he wants to draw you and he wants to counterpunch. He's gonna have to be a different guy this time. He's gonna have to attack. He's gonna have to be leading the.
Joe Rogan praises Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s technical skills, but the sparring footage puts Shakur Stevenson's challenge into perspective. If he was dropped in training, no amount of strategy or movement will save him from real punches landing cleanly. Teofimo's footwork and timing are sharp and he can cut angles to exploit any defensive lapse. While Stevenson may have talent and intelligence, he hasn't faced someone of Lopez's aggression and precision yet. The leaked footage signals that Shakur may be more vulnerable than fans think, and underestimating Teofimo's preparation could lead to a very early wake-up call.
Really well and moves really good and uses his jab and blows us all away with a strategy and a lot of footwork and movement.
Shakur's attempt to downplay Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s abilities is bold, but the leaked sparring video speaks louder than words. Being floored in training just days before the fight is a stark reminder that confidence alone won't protect him from Lopez's power and precision. Stevenson can talk about psychology and mental games, yet when real punches land, it's physical reality that matters. Teofimo's camp will exploit any overconfidence and hesitation, turning Shakur's mental posturing into a liability. Fans now have proof that Stevenson may not be fully battle-tested for the kind of pressure Lopez is bringing to the ring.
He's nervous and he's giving off energy as if he's trying to dilute his brain into believing things that are basically not going to happen. I just don't understand how he can dilute his brain into believing that when he didn't make Steve Claggett, that's his name, Steve Claggett, quit. He didn't make him quit. He didn't make George Kambosos quit. He did not make Lomachenko quit. So what in the world makes him think that he's going to make me quit?
Max Kellerman highlights a points victory for Shakur, but the leaked sparring footage tells a different story. If Stevenson struggled in training against a realistic Teofimo simulation, expecting him to dominate on fight night seems risky. Lopez Jr. has proven he can impose pressure, dictate the pace, and punish errors. The sparring KO shows that Stevenson can be caught and punished if he makes a single misstep. While points may favor him on paper, Teofimo's combination of speed, power, and relentless aggression in a real fight makes even a point strategy extremely dangerous for Shakur.
Your best bet for Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez on the whole card, what's the best bet?
It's on points. I got Shakur on points.
Yep, that's smart.
Yeah, I just can't. You wonder what would be a shocker if Teo pulled it off and did something like stop Shakur.
But Teo won his two biggest fights on points, and by the way,
by nobody that's on Shakur level.
Lomachenko?
Don't start that.
The only, come on,
man. Start that. Two different body types. One to me is a better puncher.
True, yes.
Shakur can punch way better to the body than Lomo can.
Loma
He's a
has
totally
more
different type
power
of
at
animal.
his weight than Shakur has had so
That's
far.
for sure.
At his weight.
No, I agree with this. Shakur is longer than Loma and naturally bigger, but you can't say Shakur is ahead of Loma. He has not proven that yet. Maybe
Malik Scott praises Shakur Stevenson's fundamentals, but the sparring KO shows that execution under pressure is another story. Stevenson may have craft, but being dropped in training reveals timing and reaction flaws against a fighter like Teofimo Lopez Jr. Explosiveness and unpredictability from Teofimo can override even seasoned fundamentals if Shakur misjudges distance or overcommits. Craft and strategy matter, but they need to hold up under real punches landing with intent. Lopez Jr.'s ability to capitalize on errors, as seen in sparring, makes Stevenson's theoretical advantages fragile, and Fight Night will truly test his ability to apply fundamentals under fire.
I have Shakur winning. I think Teo, concerning explosiveness, he get it. Rapid speed, he get it. But I think when it comes to the craft and fundamentals, you have to go with Shakur. To me, he's a lot more seasoned. And plus, I just believe Teofimo, he makes mistakes to me you just can't make when you're fighting Shakur.
Like what?
You can't be overcommitting.
Emiliano Vargas highlights that the fight could go either way, but the leaked sparring video paints a more concerning picture for Shakur Stevenson. Getting knocked out in sparring days before a major fight is a huge red flag because it reveals how he reacts under real pressure, something no theoretical skill can cover. While he may have strategy and timing on paper, Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s aggression, precision, and willingness to capitalize on any defensive lapse can completely tilt the scales. Stevenson's camp may claim he can adjust and survive, but the footage proves he can be caught cold and exposed, especially against a power puncher like Lopez. Even if the fight technically goes the distance, the mental edge is already swinging toward Teofimo, who will step in with full confidence knowing he has tested Stevenson's vulnerabilities firsthand. The sparring KO changes the narrative completely.
I think it would go the distance. I can see a decision for Shakur. I can see a decision for Teofimo. It just depends on how if Shakur wants to fight or not, how the judges are gonna score it. So it just depends on which fighter shows up for each of them.
This statement exposes the harsh reality Shakur Stevenson faces. Being floored in sparring just days before his fight against Teofimo Lopez Jr. undermines all his pre-fight hype and exposes the cracks in his supposed invincibility. While fans may argue that sparring is different, being knocked out in training against a top-level opponent like Lopez is a major indicator of potential trouble. Lopez Sr.'s remarks underscore that Stevenson's resume and experience may not prepare him for the intensity, aggression, and precision Teofimo brings. Confidence and skill alone won't stop Lopez Jr. from exploiting defensive mistakes or mental hesitation. Every punch Stevenson hesitates to counter could be decisive, and the KO in training proves he can be vulnerable. Teofimo and his camp have now gained a psychological edge, knowing that Stevenson can be dropped and pressured, making the actual fight a much tougher challenge than it appears to casual fans.
I do agree with from Teofimo is when he said Shakur's resume is basically lacking and he will be the best name on Shakur's whole resume. Because you guys fan the flames and try to make me believe and others that William Zepeda was the one.
Ben Whitaker gives credit to both fighters, but the leaked sparring footage shifts the perception in Teofimo Lopez Jr.'s favor. While Stevenson has impressive distance management and can slow the fight to his pace, being knocked out in sparring indicates he struggles when forced into action and pressured against high-level opponents. Lopez Jr.'s awkward angles, precision, and athleticism allow him to create openings that Stevenson might not handle under real stress. Distance alone won't protect Stevenson if he hesitates or miscalculates against a fighter with such timing and power. Even with skill and ring IQ, Stevenson's vulnerabilities become visible when Lopez sets the pace aggressively, as the sparring footage revealed. This fight will test Stevenson's ability to maintain composure under genuine attack, and fans should expect that Teofimo Jr. will not just rely on speed or angles, but also force Stevenson into moments of real danger, showing why sparring exposed him.
Teofimo, he's funny, he's got character, but he's a great fighter, he's very athletic, he comes from awkward angles, and I do like his style, but I study boxing, I watch boxing, I do like Shakur's style. The way he breaks his opponents down, he slows it down to his pace, he's got good distance. If you got to pick someone, I'm going Shakur, but it's a great fight.
The leaked sparring footage has completely changed the narrative leading up to this fight, showing Shakur Stevenson getting knocked out just days before facing Teofimo Lopez Jr., raising serious doubts about his readiness and ability to handle real pressure. While Stevenson has skill, distance control, and tactical intelligence, nothing in training can fully prepare a fighter for the aggression, precision, and mental edge that Lopez Jr. brings into the ring. Teofimo's angles, power, and timing have already exposed vulnerabilities in Stevenson that casual fans will only see play out come fight night. The psychological advantage now lies firmly with Lopez Jr., who can enter the fight with confidence knowing Stevenson can be dropped and shaken under fire. This matchup will test Stevenson like never before, forcing him to adjust under extreme pressure, and fans should expect an intense battle with the potential for Lopez Jr. to assert dominance early. Will Stevenson rise to the challenge, or will Teofimo Jr. prove that the sparring KO was just a preview of what's to come in the ring? Do you think Stevenson can overcome this mental and physical test, or will Lopez Jr.'s preparation and skill completely overshadow him? Join the debate in the comments, and let us know who you have winning this explosive fight.